So this is day 2 of my 30-day YouTube challenge, where I'm going to be creating one video a day about AI for B2B pipeline for non-techie business owners like you. And basically, I'm going to be walking through how you can use AI the right way, but I'm doing it a little bit differently because I believe there is so much AI slop out there at the moment that you kind of need a differentiator. And what I've chosen as my differentiator is I'm going to be doing the lowest minimal effort takes and the lowest minimal effort editing. So you'll notice that I'm going to slip up when I'm talking in these videos, no doubt about it. But what I hope is that you're going to see past those slight human errors and get to the big picture thinking that I'm talking about. So the real challenge about this 30-day for me is that a lot of what I'm talking about is AI related. It is B2B sales and marketing related. Now, the challenge is those types of topics lend themselves well to visual graphics. But I run a business. In fact, I'm involved in 2 businesses at the moment. So my bandwidth to be able to complete a challenge like this and have things going out and having to check all of these different visuals for a YouTube video every day for 30 days is just not possible. So what I'm doing is what I call these bare minimum edits. Now, what I mean by this is, so I've already talked about how you want to be able to get a lot done in a short space of time. But when you can just wax lyrical to the camera like this, sharpens your mind. And one of the easiest ways that you can get a lot of content out is by breaking up the video content workflow into batches. So what would be a terrible idea if you wanted to do a challenge like this yourself? I hate saying hope because hope implies it's not in my control. I will do this, and you're going to see the evolution of this. So subscribe now. Batching, super important because different parts of the brain are required in the content creation process. And content creation is probably one of the best ways to attract and convert clients. Now, what it takes to show up on camera and be charismatic is a different part of the brain than it takes to plan out these videos. And it's a different part of the brain that then needs to take these videos and speak to AI to distribute them. So what I'm getting at here is, you'll notice if you've watched day 1, that this is basically same background. I'm wearing the same jumper. My hair is the same length. So what I'm doing is batching right now, where I'm recording multiple videos in one session. So I like to get, in these types of challenges, when you're doing daily content, I like to get at least 3 days ahead of the curve. Because inevitably what happens when I put it through detail, you're going to lose the dead silences. But I am going to keep this as just one take videos. Now, the other thing that's really useful, again, in my previous video, I talked about Parkinson's law. A task is going to expand dependent on how much time you give it. So before pressing record on this phone, I put a 60-minute timer on my laptop. It's ticking away right now. I think, can you see that there? 43 minutes. I don't know if that reversed or whatever else, but we'll see. So we're probably 15 minutes into this session, and I'm now coming up to 5 minutes of recording time. And this is my second video. So what I'm going to aim to do is record 3 videos basically. And then with that remaining, it'll probably come out of the wash about, half an hour, 40 minutes. With that remaining time, then I'm going to use that to basically distribute this video onto YouTube. But this is just like one component, so the video. There's obviously so many other elements, and I'm going to talk about the planning stage now, because I realized that I basically just went in raw with these videos. So I think it's important to really take a step back and see how you're going to use AI to plan out your videos. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about a 4-step framework that you can use to be able to prompt AI in a way that doesn't matter what model you use, be it Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever, you're going to be able to get the best possible output from whatever LLM you're using.